And these are the fragments that we found of mineralization. And we've been walking around in here, and this was all overgrown. And just took a different route one day, looked down and saw the iron oxides. Look closer, it's full of copper. It's got green color on it.
The malachite in it?
Yeah, malachite. So we, got the brush out of here and exposed these. I took a sample off the edge of that one right by your foot there. That was 5.7% copper.
Right,
yep.
Yeah. But why can't you only see it here in that crack?
Well, you could see it everywhere. This just happened to be one that was close to the road, but we've got them all over the hill here. And actually, down below, there's a dark green rock to the right. No, down on the right side. Farther up this way, there's a dark green rock in the gray rock, and that's a garnet skarn.
Oh, really?
So all these were limestone at one time, and the hydrothermal fluids that came in have replaced them and formed magnetite skarn here. These two, garnet skarn there. Up here it's white pieces, another piece of that quartzite.
Oh, yeah. What's the significance of what we're seeing here? Like, like, just trying to be more precise. Like, just.
Basically, to me, these are pieces of what we're looking for.
Okay.
So we know it's here. And again, we didn't have much except for written records and some recollections, but we had nothing to look at to say this is what it is, and that gives us that data, shows us that's what we're looking for, and we know it's there because here it was brought up with this intrusion. Sometimes you'll find it in fragments, like down there, the Copper Creek project nearby. It's actually the host rock is the breccia. It's mineralized, so they can be mineralized also. We see a little bit of copper associated with this, but I think mainly it's in fragments in this particular breccia. And these breccias they're commonly not the mineralization or the ore, if you want to call it. They're just features that come in with these deposits. So it's just a good indication you're in the right area.
When you've assayed them, you mentioned 5.7% copper, but any other metals or materials that have been assayed for and have been discovered?
There's actually significant gold. I was going to actually show this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but try to not be in the shade there. More or less oriented. Again, we're here. The mineralization is associated with a swarm of dikes, the magenta color. You can see down here, they're much more widely spaced. As you come into the zone of interest, it's much more complex, a lot more dikes. Some of these are associated with those, bringing up those fragments that we saw down below. This mineralization here is on the one that looks had the most activity, a lot of different events, all positive features for finding a potential ore deposit is, having multiple events.
I see your first or primary drill targets, once you get the permit, are lined up around that center.
Yeah.
So you're going for the low-hanging fruit first?
Exactly. And we did permit a few other things. There's actually one down here just to give us the option to do other things without doing another permit. So we've permitted many more sites than we actually have planned on the first round, and that'll save us time in the future. If we're successful, we can drill some of these other ones without doing another permit.